Hello, my name is Kiriath, and it is time for another Monday Ramble. This time it's the previews for the 11th of April, because it is indeed the 12th today. Plus, got a bit of giveaway stuff to do as well, because, oh man, wow, I set up the Cursed City box right there so that I could just refer to it, although it looks like it's been photoshopped in. Hang on, let me move this. That doesn't look real. That doesn't look real, does it? That's just not worked. The mic blocks it, and then if I move the mic, it looks like I've just, like, special effectsed it into the shot. Okay, look, it is real. It is real. It didn't look... It looked so fake over there, and I don't know why. That was such a terrible plan. I don't know what I was doing. So, yeah, I'm giving a copy of this away. Just the one copy. This one's my one, because I thought if I was going to wave something around on camera, it should be one that I'm, not going to be giving to someone else, in case I do something dumb like drop it, which, let's face it, is entirely likely, very possible. So if you would like to win that copy of Cursed City, then simply let me know in the comments what it is that you get out of the hobby, be it the playing, the building, the painting. Just let me know. You need to be subscribed to the channel, and you need to leave a comment in this video. That's it. That's all I want. I will go through and I'll select someone and send them Cursed City. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you live. Yeah, I will get it to you somehow. I mean, probably by, air or something. But you know what I mean. I will send it to you should you win it. So yeah, just do that, and we'll say come to a close next Monday. Alright, so you've got a week. You've got a week to do it. I think that's fair. Okay, with that done, let's have a look at the previews for this week. There are, of course, more pre-orders going to go up next week. I think we're back onto the weekly thing now, very much back onto the weekly thing. That whole thing of only 2 weeks, like only every 2 weeks they're going to release something new, that lasted, what, a month or something? It did not last long. But that is both good and bad, depending on how you're approaching things. This time round, I mean, I say bad only because there's so many things and not enough money, frankly, or time. Time and money. Really, there's just no chance. So, Rise of the First Prince this time up, which of course means that we have one Be'lakor, the first Demon Prince, and you know what? He still looks absolutely solid. This is still a really good model. I still think the way they painted the Age of Sigmar version is just that much more... I don't know, it's just a bit better than the way they painted the Warhammer 40k one. And I will say that actually, I reckon if you gave him a bit more of a pale horn, or series of horns, set of horns, if you will, don't give someone the pale horn, that just sounds like some sort of euphemism. I think that would set his head off a bit better and would kind of bring a bit more attention to the centre of the model. Maybe make the chest a little paler and the head a little paler, and I think that might... because it's quite busy. It is quite busy. I still love it. I really like it, but I have increasingly found myself kind of struggling to find the focal point of this model, and I think you could sort that out with just a little bit of creative painting. But overall, it is a properly solid model, and of course, you can use him in Age of Sigmar or in Warhammer 40k, which is awesome. Doesn't matter which one you play, you can have this lad in, and you can change the body on the base as well to suit, which is a fun little addition there. So yeah, I'm liking him a lot. So he is on his way. There we go, some nice little details. Yeah, it is good. It is good, and I do like that base a lot, actually. Personally, I just wouldn't bother putting a body on it. I don't think he needs the body. I think the body's a nice touch if you really want to put one on there, but I don't think it's strictly necessary. I think you can get away without it, and the base would still look just as good. It is quite a busy base, so you might find that actually leaving it off just cleans the whole thing up just that little bit. Along with that, you've also got Broken Realms Be'lakor, which, tells the tale of his grand plan unleashed upon the realms of order. I don't know why I said that in a sort of, like, cartoon villain sort of way, but never mind. Not only be able to read all about Be'lakor at the moment of his greatest work, but also the forces of the Seraphon, Stormcast Eternals, and Nighthaunt as they react to the Demon Prince's machinations. Machinations? Machinations? Sure, one of those is probably the right way to say that. This book, the next narrative supplement in the ongoing Age of Sigmar saga, will be available as both the regular hardback and the limited edition release, of course. There's also, it says 2 new heroes. I really do like the use of the word heroes in Age of Sigmar. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't think there's anything heroic about Cruel Ghast Cruciator. I know it's just a name. I know it's just, heroes being like an HQ sort of thing. But it still makes me laugh. Least heroic thing I've ever seen. Scary and weird, yeah. I will say that I'm still not a massive fan of old Cruciator there. It feels just overly complex in some ways, and some of the lines are just really weirdly defined. Like, I don't know whether it's the paint job, but the way the arms are all, I just can't get my head around it. It confuses me when I look at it. There's too much long stuff going on and not enough definition as to what's what. It is one of the few Nighthaunt models that I just can't get my head around, though, in fairness. The Nighthaunt range as a whole is super solid, and I think for the most part, pretty much everything they have looks really good. But this one model is just not to my taste. Although, having said that, I would be lying if I didn't say that I'd love to take the old torture apparatus off his back there and use it for something else. I actually like the tools and chains that he's got. I like the big, the dangling torture implements hanging off the rack there. I quite like the thing he's strapped to. I just don't like the guy himself, which, it's probably a weird thing to do, but, it's fine. And the other one is, who's the other one again? Oh yeah, that's it, Garda Steel Soul. Yeah, looks fine. Good superhero landing there. Deadpool would approve. Much like in Broken Realms and Marathian Tactics, 4 War Scroll battalions are coming so you can recreate key forces from the story. So yeah, we've got Tzeentch stuff, we've got Seraphon with the Celestial Stampede, Nighthaunt, and Caradron Overlords there as well. Just do a quick zoom in so we can see what is in these boxes. Veritable tide of demons there. I don't know why that one stands out to me as being weird, but it kind of does. Well, then again, it is 3 dinosaurs. What more could you ask for? Thinking about it, that is a box where I love, I think not precisely half. It's not quite half. Nearly half. I like nearly half of it. So, the Myrmidon Banshees, I absolutely love those. Lady Ollander is amazing. I hate the faces on the other ones. I just don't like them. They just do nothing for me. At all, and I would replace them with something else if they weren't so difficult to mess with. Mortal Realms magazine has taught me that they are difficult to mess with. I just don't like their faces, and I don't think it works. But everything else in that box is great, which is, yeah, I think that's them and the rat face ones are the only Nighthaunt things that I'm just not really a fan of. So, yeah, that genuinely could have been a thing that I bought, but not dealing with 10 of those. Absolutely no way. Not a chance. We also have, from Forge World, King Dane Ironfoot and Thorin III Stonehelm. They are arriving to do battle under the banner of Erebor. So there you go, they're on their way. They look pretty cool. They do look decent, actually. Yeah, some nice sculpts there. And, of course, we've got more Black Library stuff. At this point, we've said this before, if someone said to me, hey, is it reasonable to read every single Warhammer 40k book? I would go, no. I mean, if you're going to audiobook it, then quite possibly, because you can listen to audiobooks whilst you hobby. But in terms of just flat out reading everything, I'm a fairly avid reader. I do like reading. I can't just consume 40k stuff. I need that little bit of variety, that little bit of extra other universes, other sci-fi universes. But I feel like if you stop for more than a month, you become vastly behind on stuff. So yeah, I'm starting to catch up with the Siege of Terror, but I'm starting to catch up with the Siege of Terror. Ridiculous. Absolutely mental. There's just so much to get through these days. So yeah, we've got a few different things on the way. Of course, mostly centered around Be'lakor, and he is absolutely massive. I think it could be argued that this is one of the biggest releases for a while, just by sheer size of the model. And he still looks solid, and I think at some point I may well end up with him, but it's going to be quite a way out. Quite a way out. Got all of that you stuck... Hang on. That to paint. Still got a bunch of Lehman Russes to paint. Decided to repaint with the Dread Mob. I'll do a video on that at some point. Really, I've got quite a lot to be getting on with, which is a shame because I don't have the time. No one ever has the time anymore, though. You just got to pile on. Anyway, is there anything in there that you fancy other than the box of Cursed City? Obviously, anything going over pre-order that you fancy? Let me know in the comments down below. Although, having said that, the comments will most likely be flooded with people hopefully sharing stories of why they like the hobby so much. So that's That's an overall positive. I'll take it. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck to all of those of you who intend to enter the competition for Cursed City. If you don't type anything related to said competition, then I'm just going to assume that you're not interested. I hope that's a fair thing to do. I think it is. I've made it clear what you should do, I reckon. Anyway, I'm going to go and get painting, because God knows I've got enough of it to do. Thank you very much for watching. In the meantime, feel free to click all the things, Patreon, subscribe, all that stuff. Click it if you like, don't click it if you don't want to. And as always, there's an affiliate link in the description for Element Games, which you can use to support the channel if you would like. I leave it in your capable hands. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.